I don't ever want to be in opposition to the client where our incentives aren't in line. I want to make sure that we have a way that people can generate returns on this XRP, borrow against it, and hold it for the long term so that it continues to go up in value and you can get all three pieces of an investment. You can get real ROI, you can get cash flow off of it, and you can leverage against it, just like a piece of real estate. People that make their money in real estate, they 1031 into the next piece of real estate and they build huge portfolios in real estate because there's tax advantages and they hold on to the assets. They don't sell them. And if they do sell them, they defer the taxes. We want to create the same solutions for XRP. Right now, there's not a way to be able to sell your XRP unless you're using all kinds of crazy tax strategies to be able to mitigate that tax. I am hopeful, just like everybody else, that we get zero capital gains here in the US on XRP and these other digital assets, which I think is probably likely. I mean, how else are they going to be able to settle all these transactions with micro movements in the price and not have to rack up and keep track of all those changes and what the basis was and like all these things? The banks wouldn't do it. So I am highly confident that we do see a situation in the US where there are no taxes on certain cryptos that are infrastructure like XRP and XLM, HBAR, maybe XDC now that they're here domestically. But that will incentivize people to sell and they're going to miss the upside. So what's the cost of benefit on that? Yeah, you don't pay any taxes, but now you missed out on another 10x or another 100x or another 1000x on the investment. Like imagine selling Bitcoin at $100, not paying any tax. Awesome. But then you missed out on it going another 1000x to $100,000. We want to be working with people that want to hold over the long term. That is our client base at Digital Wealth Partners and Digital Ascension Group. We want to help people create legacies for their family that are multi-generational, where 4 or 5 generations from now, your great-great-grandkids are talking about Grandpa Bob or, Grandma Jane and how they completely changed the family's trajectory and they've made it, given them so many more opportunities because they held the asset over the long term and they had all these resources to be able to do that and all the wonderful philanthropic stuff we're going to be able to do.